What is up, everybody? We are over on World Flipper today to take a look at my Years Ellya kind of water, skill damage, poison hybrid team. This is a team that kind of came together when I was messing with Carla. Carla came out, started looking at poison stuff. I started messing around with Zaar even before that, and I really liked the way both those units function. And I started just kind of messing around with different ideas of how to have Saar in the lead spot, but act as a lead support. The idea was to have Saar as that leader, but not have all the damage and effects coming from Saar himself. So if we look at Saar, he has that leader effect of 60% skill damage to water units and 15% damage dealt against foes with poison active. He himself does apply poison with his skill, but if we take a look at his ability 3, when he's the main unit, so he is in that main unit slot, you are going to get 20% extra damage to water units dealt against foes with poison active. And now with Carla does pair along with that effect quite nicely, because Carla is going to apply poison with her skill secondly, and we have the 15% damage for this unit dealt against foes with poison active. So the idea of the team was to have the effect of Saar going for skill damage and buffing damage against poison foes, and then we have Carla, who is providing pierce and poison to Years Ellya. So Years Ellya is going to be the first one to go because Carla provides that 50% skill gauge increase. So we have the pierce, the poison applied, the Maltet will trigger, will allow the damage to come from Years Ellya even more, and then we are now getting bonus damage because we have all of these bonus damage percentage appliers for foes with poison active. And then obviously we have the Faf Liesel. The Faf is pulling the damage away from everybody to keep the L-Tide staffs on everybody. He's making sure the damage is centering on him. Liesel is healing everybody, and Saar and Cipher are applying debuffs. You're doing more damage to foes with slow on them, you're doing more damage to foes with poison on them, and you have the Years Ellya just following up with skill damage hits constantly with Pierce going. So right when the Years Ellya and the Carla trigger, you have the Pierce going and the Maltet's triggering, you have the bonus damage. It just all flows super nicely, and you can get some really nice hits in with this team. It's a fun little way to mix poison and skill damage water together into this one unison unit by having the Saar. Even though he is the leader, you're looking at the leader column as the support column, and you're turning another slot, like another row in this team, into the DPS, which is the Ellya and the Carla. And what's so nice about this is you have a way to constantly keep applying poison and shifting on and off between Saar and Carla in the different columns where their skill wait time is spaced out. You always tend to have poison up at some point, so the damage bonuses are going to be there, especially when the boss hits that broken down state in this godly run. If you can hit chain break damage in this Golem Godly, and Ellya will pop her skill while the poison debuffs are applied, you're going to start ripping for some crazy hard hits, and it's just very solid. It stays healthy, it applies poison, it lets you just, what I originally set out to do was to make this team so I could use Saar and Carla. It lets you use them in a way that isn't detrimental to your teammates. You're healing them, you're keeping them alive with Liesel, you're applying debuffs that are going to help them also provide damage, you're slowing them down with Cipher. It's a very solid, fun water skill damage hybrid poison thing that I've put together. So if you have these units, I recommend trying it. You can switch the Maltet off, you can put in other water weapons, but the damage does fall down quite a bit, because when the Pierce is up, when Carla activates her skill and Pierce is going, Ellya hits like a truck. So having that Faf Liesel also allows Cipher to keep herself going, because she has the ability of, while HP for this unit is above 80%, you're going to be getting 40% attack to water units, and having the Faf and the L-Tide staffs with all of these effects benefiting your HP being high, Faf takes all the hits, Liesel heals up and makes sure that your 2 damage, and in this case your support column, are staying healthy to get these beneficiary effects from you being healthy. It just lines up super nicely. So once again, I do appreciate you guys stopping by, watching these little team comps I do. I love building just off meta stuff like this. It is so enjoyable for me to come into this game and just put stuff together that works and use units that I want to use, not what is into this kind of force recommended you have to use X, Y, and Z. Otherwise, it's terrible. Coming in and putting together just any kind of build and making it function successfully for me is a very fun aspect of this game. So I appreciate your guys' support for these videos. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. You guys are insane. Your continued support is just, it's wild. So thank you again. So if you're new here and you're looking forward to more of this World Flipper content to come, we've got the Lakeisha banner dropping in 2 days. We're gonna have the banner review up for that tomorrow for you guys. We have the summons following that, so you guys can hop on in and just watch me pull like crazy trying to grab a Lakeisha. I'm praying I don't have to spark Lakeisha. I've been very lucky on banners so far, so I'm expecting that luck to just kind of dive into the ground and disappear. So we shall see how those summons go. But guys, again, smack the sub button. Appreciate your support. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.